So what you're about to watch is part of an entire step-by-step course on how to use paid advertising with affiliate marketing. Completely step-by-step. It's actually part of a playlist if this is the first video watching here. So make sure you save the playlist, watch the entire thing in order. All of the titles are numbered and go step-by-step. Learn everything I've ever learned about selling affiliate products with Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. It's all here, completely for free on my channel. Infamous Joel, and welcome to this first video inside the Facebook ads section. I'm going to talk to you a bit about scaling this thing up all the way up to multiple, sometimes thousands and multiple thousands of dollars a day if you do this right. But we're going to walk through this step by step here, and we're going to talk about the 3 phases of a successful affiliate campaign, ad campaign on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to number these as I go through. Number 1 is going to be the game plan phase. Okay, and I'm just going to list these out. This is kind of an overview in the lessons below. In all the following lessons, I go deeper into all of these things, so I won't spend a lot of time on each point here. But number 1 is you're going to plan out the offer niche and landing page. You're going to find a hot selling product in the niche, which most of you have already done by this point. Hopefully you've picked something that you said, hey, that's the winner, I'm going to go with that. Cool. Next, you're going to communicate with the offer owner to get feedback on customers, pain points, demographics, etc. I can't stress enough that especially if you choose a product on ClickBank where you don't have an affiliate manager, you have to find the vendor's support email manually. And it's almost always, like 99% of the time, in the affiliate page. On ClickBank, wherever you found the product and wherever you got your affiliate link, there was probably another button underneath that said affiliate page. Go there, get the contact information, email them, introduce yourself, be polite, be friendly, and just ask for help. Say, things like, hey, I'm an affiliate over on ClickBank. I'm really interested in promoting your product. And I just wanted to get some feedback or some information on your best customers, like where do they live, what country are they from, if it's not already on the affiliate page, what country are they from, age, demographics, male, female, some of their behaviors, buying behaviors, what interests, if anything, what might they be looking into, what kind of pain points, anything like that. Any information you can provide would be really helpful. Thank you so much. That's really how your email should go. It's just very honest and straightforward because you're planning an ad campaign. So you want to do as much research as possible to create the best ad you can possibly create. Okay? And they know that. And they're almost always, 99% of the time, going to help you. They're going to respond and give you as much information as you need. Sometimes, if you finagle it correctly, you might even be able to get a customer list. And we'll get into that later about creating audiences. But what that means is if you have a list of customers already, you can plug that list into Facebook, create what's called a look-alike audience, and tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, go find me more people just like this. And that is very powerful, which essentially means you get a cheat code and a head start, be like ahead of everyone else. And again, 95 to 99% of the time, they will provide you with that list. If you ask them, can I have a customer hash list or a customer list that I can use for my Facebook ads? They will almost always provide it to you. If not, ask us, ask our team. We might be able to snatch it for you because we have a lot of clout and we know what we're doing. Okay, so I have a big network. I know people that know people that know people. So not to toot my own horn, but I might be able to get the list for you. So reach out. Contact them. If not, contact our team, post about it in the community. Somebody might be able to get you a list for that product, okay? That being said, next, we have, let's scroll down here a bit more. You're going to spy on the competitors for ideas and successful ads and landing pages. I'll talk to you about spy tools and show you a great one later. Make sure to validate the domain and business info in the settings. It does seem to help. We're talking about Facebook here. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about basically setting up your Facebook account for great defense. Is one thing about Facebook ads is you'll make money, and a lot of people worry about, oh man, blah, blah, blah. Really, the main thing with Facebook ads is you're gonna see that it's all about protecting yourself, because Facebook ads, is a great is one place where it's great to, you know, run ads, but it's also great to get banned all the freaking time, like all the time. Doesn't matter how legit your campaign is, you get banned. Facebook is just ban happy. Next, if you're brand new to Facebook ads, start the defensive setup. Warm Facebook profile, create new business manager, add trusted friends, family, build a page for your niche, set up 2 ad accounts, pixels, etc. As backups, start to run simple page-like campaigns at roughly $10 a day. Boost 3 random posts at a time for 3-4 days at $10 a day. Your only goal here is to build a solid foundation as a strong relationship with Facebook. Show Facebook you can be trusted to run ads on their platform. And here's the big one. Once you see the daily spending limit raised by Meta to about $125 a day, they trust you. Okay? You'll see inside of your billing account and everything inside of Facebook, there is a daily limit set by Meta how much you can spend per day on your ads. And it usually starts off at $50 a day, but as you gain more trust with Facebook, you will see that it starts to rise up. You want it to be about $125 a day. Okay? I had to refresh because I was like locked in there. All right, so moving on. Once you do that and you have all the trust from Facebook, you'll be ready to go into number 2, which is the testing phase. That's when you are actually running ads. Now, as an added bonus, get yourself an attribution tool. Facebook is notorious for being inaccurate and not getting good enough data to feed your pixels. Sign up for ClickMagic, Cometly, Volume. The one that I'm using is called BMob right now. But ClickMagic is a really cheap alternative. It's like $60 a month for a starter account. I wouldn't highly recommend Cometly or Volume unless you have a great budget already. Very powerful tools, but a little bit more on the expensive side. The BMob is free to start, but not as powerful as something like a paid tool, okay? So there's a lot of different options there. But ask the team, post in the community if you need help with that. It's not super important in the beginning to get an attribution tool, but as you scale up, you're going to have a lot of ads running. You're going to have a lot of data being fed into your landing page and all this stuff. What that basically means is you want to know which ads are working. You want to know which ads are actually bringing you the money. You want to know who's clicking, the demographics of the people that are clicking. You want to track everything. This whole business model is all about numbers. It's a machine. It's math. Okay? And the higher up you scale, the more money you're making, the more you're going to have to keep track of your math. So it's important to get this at some point for sure, okay? Next, you're going to come up with 4 to 6 ads inside of 4 to 6 ad sets. That's what I recommend in the beginning. Each ad set is targeting something different. Preferably, the vendor can lend you a list of buyers, which we talked about. So you can create lookalike audiences to test different lookalike audiences, and you'll see that in the audience section where you can create multiple lookalike audiences based off how close they resemble the people on the list. It's interesting. Okay. Only test one variable at a time between each ad and between each ad set. Otherwise, you won't know why something is or is not working. That's a big problem. A lot of people who start off running ads, ads is just about testing. It's a scientific method. Okay. Just like when a scientist has a hypothesis and he's like, oh, I wonder if there's gravity, and he'll throw a rock like 800,000 times in different ways to figure out if there's gravity. You know, I'm just making some stupid analogy there, but you get what I'm saying. What basically happens with your ads, if you're running like 10 ads at the same time, but they're all completely different than each other, you can say, okay, one ad worked versus another, but you won't know why. Okay, there are different parts to an ad. There's the headline, there's the copy, which is just the basic words on the ad itself. There's the image if you're running an image ad. There's the video if you're running a video ad. So you always do the exact same ad except for one small change. One. Maybe just the headline is different, but everything else about the ad is the same. And run like 10 of them to see which headline is the best headline. That's how you test ads. You only try one new variable at a time. The rest of the ad is exactly the same. So if I'm doing video ads, maybe the beginning, what's called the hook of the video, is different, but the rest of the video is exactly the same. I'm just testing the first 5 seconds. You see how that works? That's it. You're just choosing the winner out of just one variable at a time, which makes running ads a lot easier because you can run multiple ads and you're only testing one thing at a time, okay? Let's see, where are we going here? I can't, I have to reload it again. Every once in a while it just gets frozen like that. but we're back. Okay. Let's see. Alternatively, if you don't have a customer list, you can use I found wide open targeting. Works great. I only set the demographic and no interest. This allows Facebook to use the ad itself to figure out who is most interested. What I mean by that is Facebook allows you to target interests. Like say you're selling a make money online product. You can select people that are interested in making money online. I can tell you right now that's going to increase the cost of your ads. And in my experience, it doesn't do any better. It doesn't. It doesn't perform any better than just having no interest at all. And here's why. Because I want you to learn this phrase and really burn it into your brain right now. The creative is king. Repeat after me. The creative is king. In the advertising ad world, what we call the ad, we call it a creative. Ad, creative, same thing. Okay? They're the same word. They're just synonyms, okay? When I say creative, I mean ad. Okay? When I say ad, I mean creative. They're both the same thing. But there's an old saying, the creative is king. And never has that been more true than now. Because Facebook, Google, all these big ad platforms, they really don't like targeting. You know, they used to, but they don't like it anymore. They'd rather that you create an ad and you let their algorithm, their really smart AI-driven algorithm, figure out who that ad is for. Okay? And because of that, they will reward you. They'll give you much lower cost per click. They'll get in front of more interested people. The Facebook algorithm in particular is very, very, very smart. So I just choose a demographic like male, female, how old they are, that's it. And then just throw my ads out there and say, Facebook, you figure out who my customers are. And it does a really good job. So if you can't get a customer list for any reason, I would suggest completely open targeting and just let Facebook figure everything out. Okay? Makes it a lot easier. All right. So your goal in this phase is to track the numbers and figure out which ads are working best. Keep the ones that are selling and kill the ones that aren't, and let them run max of 3 times AOV. Okay, AOV stands for average order value. Inside of ClickBank, for example, you'll see when you choose the product, it tells you the average per commission or average order value or average of initial sale. Okay, it might say like $150. So that means that you have to stop that ad if you've spent $450 and you've made no sales. Okay, that's a clear loser. The ad did not work. However, never delete the ad. You want to keep the numbers in front of you because you want to know why it didn't work. Okay, this is not a process of will it work or won't it work. That's not what this is. This is a process of when will it work. And the only way that we know that is by looking at the numbers, adjusting, and testing something new. Okay? The great thing about this business model is it's not a guessing game. It's not guesswork. It's just looking at the math. The numbers are going to tell you what to do, what's not working, and then you fix that until you're profitable. And then when you're profitable, you just get extremely profitable. You just keep spending more money. That's it. Okay? Now, numbers to look for in this phase is you want the cost per click to be under $1. You want the click-through rate to be over 7%. You want the landing page conversion, the page that you make in System.io, to be over 50%. And you can calculate by looking at System.io stats, but they can be inaccurate. I found they're not great. Or you can check the hops and the clicks inside of the affiliate dashboard, like ClickBank. It'll tell you how many people have hopped. Well, if people have hopped, that means they got to your landing page and they clicked your affiliate link. So that's your landing page conversion. Just measure the clicks from the ad to the hops on your ClickBank affiliate dashboard. You know, divide, and if it's over 50%, that means more than half of your visitors are going to your affiliate link. That's good. Okay. Next, if you're on ClickBank, check order form impressions. Okay. This isn't always available to you, the order form impressions. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Sometimes you might have to get a better connection with the vendor. Sometimes you might have to get a tracking tool like we talked about above, the attribution tools. Okay. But important to do that later on, because then you know that people are actually clicking your affiliate link and they're actually going to go check out and buy the product. All right. Here's what the numbers are telling you. Basically, this is it. CPC, or cost per click, under $1, and CTR, or click-through rate, above 7%, means the ads are performing well. Great. The ads are doing good. No need to mess with them. That's a winner. Landing page conversion above 50% means the landing page is performing well. Awesome. Sales and ROI is king equals in the beginning, you want to have above 100%, meaning if I'm spending $200 and I've made back $400, that's 100% return. That's double my investment. That's excellent. That's what you want. Mainly because, especially on ClickBank and a lot of the other stores, there's a refund rate, okay? 5, 10%, depending on the product. So you want to have that buffer so that you have enough cash flow to keep going. So if you're only making back like 10% return on investment, there's room for improvement. You want to make at least double. Sometimes you can make triple, quadruple your investment. That's excellent, okay? Keep it going. Keep reinvesting, double down, and get that thing up there. Get that thing up to thousands of dollars a day, all right? Now, no sales, but all else is good means either the ads or the landing page is not creating enough emotional pull. That's where our marketing is going to do a better job, right? People buy based on emotion. Double check your ads and landing page to make sure they are optimized to make people want to buy. Use ChatGPT for help. And obviously, you can also come to the coaching calls for help. We can look at your landing page, we can analyze, we can have our team look at it, we can have a group discussion on how we can make it better. Don't be shy, right? I show my landing pages on the coaching calls as well, and we talk about why it works or why it doesn't work. If you sit there and run your business in secrecy and you don't have like a network or a team, it's going to be really hard. Okay, that we're all here to help each other become super rich. We're a very exclusive club, all right? That's what we're here to do. Last but not least, the phase that everyone's excited for, everyone's waiting for, is the scaling phase, okay? There are many ways to scale. I've heard multiple schools of thought, and I'm going to be honest, I personally have never scaled past 30K in a single month as an affiliate, which for you, you know, your brain might have exploded just now. You might have said, oh my God, $30,000 in a month? I promise you that's nothing. As you grow, you're gonna see that that's peanuts, okay? It gets harder the higher you go, and that's why it was only 30K. But here's what I found, and some of the best affiliates I know say. Okay, there are people who've made a lot more than me, I promise. Okay, so here's something I heard, and I'm gonna try it myself. I'll probably put it in the case study. Oh, sorry, that's the next one. But here's one that a lot of people use. This is the most common way to scale. One way is to gradually increase the winning ad sets 20% higher either every day or every other day. Now keep in mind, cash flow is a real problem as an affiliate marketer. And what I mean by that is, for example, ClickBank pays you out every 7 days. So if you don't have the cash flow to keep, adjusting the ads and increasing the budget, then hold off or either increase it slightly, right? But this works. So make sure you have an excellent charge card. For example, Amex is a good credit. Not Amex is good credit. Amex and good credit. All right. This is the one that I was talking about that I'm going to test. Another that I've heard and I'll be testing soon is to duplicate the winning ads and put them into an entirely different campaign that is set to CBO. CBO means campaign budget optimization. This is when you give feedback. This is when you give Facebook a budget and it decides to spend that budget wherever it pleases inside of your campaign, rather than the ad set handling the budget. I've heard Facebook does a really good job at this, and you'll scale like crazy. Now, if any of that was confusing, it should, because this is your first time ever doing anything like this. This is a grand overview, not meant to make you feel overwhelmed or make you feel like I don't get any of this. Am I supposed to know all of this stuff? Absolutely not. No, this is a overview, and this is just showing you that there's literally 3 steps to a campaign. This is it. This is it. If you can fit just 2 hours, 3 hours max per week on this business to drop in and do a little bit of research and do a little bit of this and do a little bit of that, okay, that's it. Oh, last part here, I didn't see this. Another important note is that ROIs naturally drop at scale. Sales get fewer and further between. Don't panic. As long as you keep a healthy 50% return on investment at a high spending budget, you're solid. So if you spend $100,000 in credit card debt on ads and make $150,000, you are now a super affiliate. Mainly, you've made $50,000 in profit for that month, right? And you paid off your credit cards, and you can go take a vacation. If you have a great card that's giving you frequent flyer miles and hotel stays, you're literally taking vacations for free because you're a super affiliate marketer. There's no better business model in the world than this. I swear to God. Okay? So you're going to love this. You're going to get used to it. And again, 50,000 foot overview. If you feel overwhelmed, calm down, take a deep breath, go get a drink of water. This is going to, each of these 3 steps we're going to dive deep on them step by step, click by click. You'll watch me build a campaign. You'll see some of my campaigns. You'll see some of my thinking behind everything I do. Okay? Do not overwhelm yourself. Do not sit there and think like, oh my God, I need to know all this stuff up front. No. I'm going to give you this sheet down below, and as the picture becomes clearer and clearer and clearer, a lot of this stuff will just be second nature to you over time. Okay? There is no such thing as a get rich quick scheme. Everything online, any business at all, is going to require some skill set, some learning, some curve, whatever. And that's a good thing. Because if it didn't, then everyone in the world would be doing it, and it'd be like, you know, like it'd be hyper competitive. The fact that it's a little bit confusing is good, right? A little bit is always good, because that means it keeps a lot of people from starting. You're here right now. Celebrate your wins. That means you've chosen to have a better life. You've chosen to learn a skill that's going to make you a shit ton of money, that sets your family and yourself free, take vacations, all that good stuff. Okay? You've chosen to learn this amazing skill. So pat yourself on the back, give yourself space, give yourself time, take a deep breath. We're here with you for the long haul. We're going to learn this step by step, partnering, you know, foot by foot. I don't know what else to say there, but you got this. Okay? I believe in you 110%. It's all good. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and in this video we're going to talk about offensive and defensive strategy. I'm going to use a football analogy here, and I know a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, but maybe some of you are not familiar with football. But in football, in American football, if you're international, in American football, typically, most of the time, the offensive side of the team and the defensive side of the team not only have entirely different players, but usually have an entirely different coaching staff. And the reason for that is because when they play football, there is a offensive strategy that is practiced and studied for the week, right, to prepare for the game. And there's a defensive strategy that is practiced for the week, et cetera, for the game. Right? So, and never the two shall meet in the middle, right? They don't really learn what the other is doing, because it doesn't matter, right? They're on the field at one at a time, is what I'm trying to say. But ultimately, both the offense and the defense is the reason that the team either wins and loses. Or loses, I should say. So, why is everything beeping right now? Anyway, it's the reason that the team either wins or loses, right? They have to both be effective at what they're doing. So what I want you to imagine is, when it comes to running Facebook ads specifically, right, that you're going to always be in a state of, you have an offensive strategy with Facebook ads and you have a defensive strategy with Facebook ads. Imagine that your defense is the floor underneath you. Okay? Imagine the defense is the floor underneath you. Imagine the offense is the ceiling. So kind of like representing how far you can go, right? The offense is the ceiling, the defense is the floor, and you're somewhere in the middle. So your career, quote unquote, on Facebook, doing Facebook ads for affiliate marketing, making a ton of money and all that stuff, is very dependent on how strong your defense is, how you're staying out of the Facebook Facebook wanted list, and also your offensive strategy, which I'll explain here. So I'll start with defense, okay? Defense. Number one, Facebook is going to be your biggest enemy, okay? That sounds crazy to believe, but Facebook is very ban happy, okay? Very. It's not anything you're doing most of the time, unless you're just blatantly doing something wrong. It's not anything you're doing. It's not anything your ads are saying, your landing pages, and all the stuff that we'll get into later. A lot of times Facebook is just bad. Okay? It's just ban happy. I know people that own agencies that spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for their clients, and they'll tell you they have problems with bans. They have problems with accounts being flagged or ads going down and being restricted and disabled and all that. Just know that it will happen. That's what this whole lesson is about. Not it might happen, okay? part of your defensive strategy at all times is being on your toes about Facebook coming after you, because they come after everybody. Don't take it personal. It is not a human being that's sitting behind the computer picking on you. The Facebook algorithm is just a dinosaur at this point. It's overzealous. It doesn't know what the hell it's doing half the time. And we're going to talk later about some defensive strategies you can put in place to try to mitigate the constantly being flagged and banned and shut down and whatnot. But just know that this is one of the reasons that a lot of people don't see success. They get frustrated, Facebook's always coming after them, and they quit, right? But we will never ever quit. We'll just have a great defensive strategy in place where we're always on our toes fighting against Facebook and making sure that they don't come after us and shut us down and do all that stuff, okay? So that's going to be your defensive strategy, is fighting against Facebook itself. Believe it or not, even though we're using Facebook to make money, Facebook also doesn't like us very much for some reason. All advertisers, not just affiliate marketers, all of them, okay? Any advertiser will tell you horror stories, okay? Now, next, what a lot of people don't think about is, what about your offense? Joel, what does that mean? What do you mean offense? We're also at the same time going to be working on credit and cash flow. Here's the thing. As an affiliate marketer, even some of the best affiliate networks that you join to promote their products and whatnot, cash flow is a real problem. And I don't mean that you're not making money. I mean that a lot of times they won't pay you for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 30 days, right? You'll see it inside of your account. Hey, look, I have a payment coming, but you have to wait and wait and wait for your cash to show up at your front door. Sometimes you can get it by check, sometimes direct deposit, sometimes PayPal. They're all different, okay? But what is not different is most of them do not pay you instantly. There is some kind of a grace period before they pay you, right? So in that time frame, here's the problem. Is when you start making money, you get really excited, and this is a good thing, right? We're making money, we're scalable, we're profitable, we've got a great campaign going. You want to spend more so that you can make more money. The problem is you don't have the cash right now. So what do we do as affiliate marketers? You're going to become really good at the world of credit, the credit game. You're going to learn how to use, let's put equals OPM, other people's money. If you're watching this right now and your credit is above 700, fantastic. You're in a really good place. If your credit is not so good or subpar or just downright bad right now, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. We will build the credit over time. Now, there will be a point we talk about doing business credit, building a business, LLC, getting everything in your business's name, being able to spend and shell out lots and lots of money for your ads. Here's why. Some people want to make like, let's say 10K per month. Okay? 10K per month. Now, it is very realistic to think and see in your account once you start profiting to see about 30 to 50% ROI, right? So in order to make that 10K that month, you will have spent about 20K, right? So for a total of 30K in revenue for the month, but 20K of it was borrowed, right? It was all credit. Now, how can you get to that point if you're not able to borrow 20K worth of credit? Imagine doing that daily, right? Imagine you're spending like 30K per day, right? Where you want to make back, let's say 15K per day. Who wants to make 15K per day? I'm pretty sure you do, right? 15K per day at scale at 50% ROI. I don't have a calculator here in front of me right now, but I think, what's that? 15K per day. I can't do it. I tried. Is it 145,000 a month? Something like that. I don't have it right in front of me, but it's a lot of money, right? That's how much you're making. In the next lesson, we'll talk. Well, I think we've already talked about the relationship with money, right? So we know that this is totally fine, right? This is totally fine because ultimately you are borrowing money in order to make yourself wealthy, which is awesome. So we have to have a defensive strategy to fight against the almighty Facebook who absolutely hates us. And we have to have an offensive strategy where we're always building our credit, always making sure our credit lines and our ability to borrow are wide open and getting larger and larger and larger. That way we don't have a big cash flow problem and we're not able to spend more in order to make more. We want to keep cleaning that up over time, okay? So we'll talk about both of these, not super detailed, but give you some quick tips on them because they are a real problem. And most of the time when you hear affiliate marketers have large discrepancies in their income, one affiliate marketer say, well, I make 10K per month. Another will say, I make 100K per month. Another will say, I only make 100 a month. A lot of times, I won't say a lot of times, but sometimes it's not really a skill issue. Sometimes they don't have their offense and defense in place. So they're always fighting against Facebook to get their account back, which trips you up and slows you down, or they don't have enough credit line and enough borrowing capacity in order to keep scaling and growing. So we have to work on both at the same time. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and in this video we're going to briefly talk about some of your offensive strategy, because in the next section you're going to learn all about your defensive strategy, which is basically protecting yourself from Facebook bans and suspensions and all kinds of stuff like that. But here briefly we're going to talk about offensive, because believe it or not, this is not a topic that's covered very often in a lot of courses, and I've taken like all of them. They don't really talk about cash flow. Okay, cash flow is a real problem in affiliate marketing. It's like they just basically sweep it under a rug and ignore it like it never happens, but it's a real problem. And this is what I mean. As you're running your ads, okay, we're going to put ads here. And then, there's other steps, but we can put landing page. And people are going to the offer, okay? Over here, you'll make money. Right? You'll make money all the way back to the person being you. You're the one running ads. That's you. Okay. I'm going to put down here you. All the way back to you. However, this is not an instantaneous, this is not an instantaneous event, I should say. No matter which platform not platform, but which network you are finding your affiliate products on, ClickBank, Digistore24, MaxWeb, Max Bounty, you name it, wherever you're finding your affiliate products, okay, almost all of them will have some kind of a grace period, usually about 7 days, sometimes even 14, and I've seen 30 days, okay? So you won't actually see this money right here. You won't actually see your payout for a whole week. Now, why is that a problem? It's a problem because when you find a winning ad, that's working, landing page, everything's working, you're seeing 100, 200, 300% back return on your investment, it's going to be on your dashboard. It's basically going to be money you can't see, smell, taste, and touch. It's just there, right? It just exists in a virtual world. You can't touch it yet. So for about 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, whatever your payout period is, you'll just have to bank on and depend on money you can't even touch yet. So that creates a cash flow issue, because when you find a winning ad, you want to scale it up as fast as possible. Because here's the thing about winning ads. They run out of juice, okay? They don't scale up forever. Like, you're not going to find an ad that just scales like past millions and millions of dollars like on your first run. Probably not, okay? But what you want to do with a winning ad is you want to scale it up as fast as you possibly can, while also being cautious of the Facebook gods banning you and spending too much, too fast, too soon. You'll learn more about scaling later on. But this is the cash flow problem that I'm talking about. In order to get to your $1,000 days and $5,000 days and $10,000 days, and yes, you can make that much in case you're still having belief problems. In order to get to those days, you need to have what's called a charge card, okay? A charge card. It took me a while to learn the difference between a charge card and a credit card, but basically the difference is a charge card has a soft limit on it, whereas a credit card has a hard limit. Most people have credit cards, right? You have a credit card, and you know that if you talk to your credit card company, they're going to say, well, your credit card limit is $2,000. It's $5,000. It's $10,000. Whatever limit that they put on it, that's your limit. And they usually don't review that limit or increase that limit for about 6 months to a year, depending on the card company you're with, right? You have to ask for a review, or sometimes they do it manually on their end, etc. but you usually have some kind of a hard limit on that credit card. A charge card, on the other hand, is different. A charge card has a soft limit where basically your limit goes from month to month. Your limit carries over from month to month. They basically decide, you and them decide together, right, through conversation, what should your limit be for this month. And it's a soft limit, meaning that even if you go over your limit on your charge card, you just talk to them, have a conversation with them, and they can increase your limit right there on the spot. So that's why charge cards are superior to credit cards when it comes to running ads as an affiliate marketer, because you have that soft limit. And if you have an ad that's bringing you a ton of money and working really, really well, you don't want to wait for your payout to go and reinvest and double down and spend more to basically increase your profits. You want to increase your profits right now, today. You want to scale that thing as far as it can go. And also as far as Facebook or Google or whoever you're running ads with will allow you to go, because that's also another issue. Okay, but you want to use a charge card. You just do. Okay, you preferably want to make this a business charge card if you can swing it. If you can create an LLC, file an LLC, or maybe some of you already have an LLC of some kind or a business that you already have, you can apply for a charge card with that business, and now it's even better because now you get higher limits and you get more flexibility. Okay, but just know that a charge card is going to be way better. And the charge card that I recommend is, if you've never had one before, is going to be the American Express Gold card. Now these level up over time. You can get the gold card. Eventually you'll be able to get the platinum card, and the highest level is the black card, which has no limit ever on it. They just basically give you a free, they basically give you a blank check to just do whatever you want. Okay, but you have to work your way up to it. So most people will start with the gold card, or even the lighter version, the green card here, where it gives you like smaller limits for your credit, if your credit is just okay. But as you grow, as you go up and your credit gets better and you're paying off your card with your profits, there's two very, very distinct benefits to this. One, you're building your credit with your business, right? Number one. Number two, you're also, a lot of times these cards have like rewards. They have cash back. They have frequent flyer miles. They have hotel and vacation stays. So for those of you who want to like travel the world and have more time to take vacations with the family, your affiliate marketing business will not just do that with cash, but will do that with credit and points. Okay, so it's a win-win-win-win all the way across the board. So that is the offensive strategy. Make sure you apply for the card. I'll leave the link down below. Try it out. Get it. It's going to help you immensely in your business to have a charge card to be able to keep scaling and keep running your ads without any hesitation. Okay, I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and in this video I want to go over an explanation on Facebook defense and defensive strategy. Here's the thing about running ads on Facebook. Here's the thing about scaling your affiliate business with these ads. Here's the big thing. Is a lot of times people go into this business and they think the making money part and making commissions and all that stuff is the hard part. Really, you just have to learn the skills and what the numbers mean. Like skills, I mean, making an effective ad, testing different ads, testing landing pages. We'll get to that later. That part is kind of a no-brainer, to be honest. It's kind of like super easy to learn and figure out, and you get up to speed and you start making money, you start scaling pretty quickly. Okay, as long as you're not like horrible and terrible and you're ignoring everything I'm telling you, you're gonna make money. You'll be fine. This is where the real problems come in, and anyone who's experienced enough or has tried before and has been slapped around knows Facebook ads is going to be your number one enemy. It's a double-edged sword, right? On one hand, you need Facebook to run these ads, to make money, to build your business, to have the passive income, to do all these things. On the other hand, Facebook is a very overzealous platform. It's not anything against you. It's not anything that you're doing unless you're blatantly breaking their rules and whatnot. Most of the time, they just have a very ban-happy platform. They're very just constantly banning things left and right. So in this video, I want to give a breakdown, share the screen, click by click, show exactly what things look like inside of the Facebook Business Manager, which you'll learn about opening a business manager and all these things in the next lessons. But a quick overview wouldn't hurt, right? A quick overview of like seeing what all this stuff is, giving definitions, and explaining this defensive strategy to where you have multiple things at the same time to protect yourself and to protect your business against Facebook shutting you down, slowing down your campaigns, limiting your budgets, all these things. So it's crazy. The real problem is not how to make the money. It's the real problem is how to circumvent or get around Facebook's watchdogs and spy systems and things to make sure that you're growing your business slowly but surely, $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 a day, and all the way up to a place where you're making multiple thousands of dollars a day. We need to do that by being very safe, being slow, being very deliberate, not jumping right out of the gate and not paying attention to any defensive stuff, because you will get slapped, get banned, get destroyed, and overnight all of your chances of making any money will go down the toilet. So this is a video that's extremely important. You want to watch it not once, but twice, 5 times, 10 times. You want to come back and watch it over and over and over. Take notes, get your notepad out, take notes and understand this, okay? And this is something you want to revisit all the time throughout your business to make sure everything is safe. Your business is safe and protected from hackers, from Facebook themselves. Just you want to make sure, okay? This is something you always want to keep in your mind. Everyone wants make money, make money, make money. That part's easier than the defense. That part's easier, I'm telling you, than this. Like, this is the thing that'll get you in trouble most of the time, okay? So this is an overview. This is a graph that I've created. This is a kind of big picture thing, but I want to show you also a document step by step, piece by piece, what these things are. At the top here, I'm going to mark these off. We're going to give quick definitions before we move on to the next thing. That's how we're going to do this lesson. I'm going to give an explanation on each level of your Facebook ad ecosystem here, what everything looks like. I'm going to stop. I'm going to give the definition. I'm going to show exactly what things look like so you know what these things are. At the very top here, red dots, we have your Facebook profile. Your Facebook profile. Everyone in the world should have a Facebook profile by now. There's like 3-4 billion people on Facebook, something like that. Okay, so you probably have a Facebook profile if you're watching this right now. And if you don't, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how you completely stayed off of Facebook all of these years and never had a profile. But you probably have a profile. Now, more importantly, and we'll talk about this in just a second and get deeper. If you don't know what any of this means, again, you're going to watch this video a few times. Don't worry. You'll have multiple profiles inside of your ecosystem here. Why? Because your profile can get banned. I'm living proof. My profile, my Facebook profile that I log into, talk to grandma and post, has been banned from ever being able to run ads or look at ads or do anything with ads for years now. I've never been able to get it back. I was on a roll. I was doing pretty well with ads when I first started doing ads, and they slapped me and wiped me off the face of the earth. You do not want to do that. So, or you don't want to come across that. So what we do in the overall strategy is we have multiple profiles inside of our ecosystem. Again, we'll break it all down. We're going very slow here. We have multiple profiles. These can be yourself. Okay, we'll talk about how to do that. Or these can be trusted friends, family members, people that live inside of your Facebook ad ecosystem, okay, to help you with your business and to protect you in case the worst of the worst of the worst happens and something happens to your profile, you get hacked, Facebook bans you and flags you and restricts you or something. You have someone else there who can pick things up, pick up the pieces and keep the business going. You can log in through their account or something. You have something. Okay? You have to have a backup plan. So we'll start with the profiles. Let's go over to my explanation here. Okay. I'm going to give you this document also underneath this lesson. The following is a few definitions of the Facebook ad account lingo, because I know lingo sometimes goes over people's heads. Like, what does that mean? What are these things? Excuse me. And the hierarchy of what accounts and the hierarchy of what your account looks like from a bird's eye view. Just picture this. Let's go back to this as a hierarchy. Hierarchy, level of importance, right? That's not to say that any one of these is quote unquote more important than the other. However, it is to say that in Facebook's eyes, there are levels to this. There are the multiple levels to your presence on Facebook, okay? These are in order of importance, and to understand which one is the problem goes a long way in playing defense. Okay, so you hear a lot of times people say, oh, I got banned on Facebook, my ads got banned, I got something, I got flagged, I got whatever. What got flagged? What got banned? There's usually a specific thing that is affected. There's a specific thing that Facebook will flag and put that restriction on your account. They could flag your profile. Flagging your profile and banning your profile is by far the worst one, because that means you saw the hierarchy, right? If your profile is banned like mine is, you can't touch any of the other stuff. Okay? None of it. You can't do anything. You're just locked in prison. So, Facebook profile definition. The king of them all is the Facebook profile. You have one, probably. I have one. Most people have one. It's the way you normally log into Facebook to talk to grandma or whoever. What most people don't know is that you can have as many of these as you want as long as they all have different login details, meaning like Gmail accounts, right? You can create a free Gmail account, Yahoo account for email, right? Usually you use your email to log into Facebook. So if you have multiple, you can have multiple Facebook profiles. But don't just log in just yet and create multiple profiles. Wait, we have another lesson later on how to do it right, because technically it's against policy to do that. But we will show some tricks of the trade later. If your profile gets banned, you're done, right? Like I told you, that little anecdote got banned. I was never able to go back to ads. I had to use family members and do all these other tricks and roundabout ways of getting into ads and running ads again. It's not the end of the world, but you don't want it to happen, especially when you start making money. So put this defensive strategy in place up front. So that's why you want to have backups. Okay. Now for a little, what a profile looks like. I mean, you should already know, but there's a profile, right? This is what your Facebook profile looks like. This is your feed. This is my fiance here, but that's a profile. No brainer, right? We all have one. You have one. Everybody has one. There's not too much explanation on what everything looks like and all that stuff. You know what a profile is, or you should. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see here. Put up my painting. The next one here is the business portfolio. Now, you'll see in the next lesson, we don't run ads through just regular channels. We go to business.facebook.com. Next lesson or two, you'll see in instructions on exactly how to do that, how to open your first business portfolio, formerly called the Business Manager, which we'll talk about in a second. But think of this as like your real estate, right? In the background, this is your shopping mall. This is your big area where you just do all commerce and all business. Your business portfolio is how you kick things off. You can have multiple profiles inside of a business portfolio, okay? Let's go to the definitions here. Business portfolio, formerly Business Manager. With each profile, Facebook allows you to have multiple business portfolios, okay? Facebook knows that in this day and age, people have multiple businesses, and you will too. That's a good thing. So think of this as the location of your shopping mall. It's the real estate that is going to have all of your various assets in it. You can have one at first, then you can open multiple as your account gets more trust and credibility. A big part of this defensive strategy is going slow, doing things the proper way. There'll be more lessons on that a little later on, how to warm things up, how to give Facebook a friendly handshake. Hey, I'm here to do business the right way. I'm following your rules. Please don't ban me, right? We're doing a lot of that up front in this strategy because Facebook is very ban happy, very ban happy. Like, it's a serious thing. Even as you're going along, you think you're doing fine, you're making money, Facebook will ruin your dreams. So we have to keep that in the back of our minds, okay? To show what this looks like, if I go to my business suite here, if I click this drop down, you'll see these big kind of boulders standing out, names here. Here's ClickBank Manager. I have two business portfolios inside of this profile, okay? I have two of them. And you can see there's even a button down here. There's a button here on creating a business portfolio. I can create another one, okay? So think of each portfolio again as that real estate. Maybe just this one is for like my main businesses. This one is for my affiliate businesses. This one, if you have like a brick and mortar or something, this one's for my brick and mortar businesses or business. Okay, so you can open multiple. And what I've done is I've invited friends and family. I have 3 of them on each portfolio. Right, friends and family all over the place, so that in case anything happens to me or a friend or family, anyone else, there are multiple people that can continue running the business. Okay, so very important to know that, and that's where they are. Okay, each one is going to have its own settings, its own things, its own everything basically. Let's go back to the hierarchy real quick. Next, you have the Facebook page. I hear all the time, you probably make this mistake too, people intertwine the words Facebook page with Facebook profile. A profile is not the same as a page, a fan page, a business page, right? A page is different than a profile. A business page is where you actually run your business from. Think of it as your storefront. We thought about the business portfolio as being like the shopping mall. Now we look at the page as being all the individual shops, right? That's how we need to think about it. Each storefront, each big banner, big sign, look in the window, the sale that's going on, each one of these pages is its own little store. So in theory, truth, right? We can have 1,000,000 pages inside of our business portfolio. We can have as many as we want. We can keep opening more and more and more. Once we get good at affiliate marketing, you can legitimately keep opening multiple pages for multiple businesses, for multiple niches, for multiple products, whatever you want to do in the future. Know that though, up front, you want to keep it very simple and do maybe one at a time, just one. Grow it and scale it and build it up to $1,000 days and stuff like that. Okay, do it very slowly, because these are things that the Facebook algorithm is looking for. Don't be very spammy. Don't be greedy. Take the real time and the patience to build the trust and the likability and just the friendship with Facebook. Facebook can be a great friend if you do it right, okay? It can be your worst enemy if you do it wrong. Let's get to the definitions, okay? Facebook page, number 3. Each business manager can house multiple Facebook pages. In the beginning, don't try to manage more than 2. Seriously, it comes off as spammy behavior, and Facebook will flag you. I focus on 1 until I build trust. You can build $1 to $1,000 per day anyway, so you only need 1. Don't worry about it. Each page can promote multiple products if you want, as long as it's in the same niche, right? We're building an actual brand, okay? These are not the same as your Facebook profile. I mentioned that. Don't use the 2 words and confuse them. These are your storefronts, what the world sees online about your business. You can just have a company logo, some branding that doesn't show your face anywhere. That goes with the faceless, right? Affiliate marketing. You're not anywhere. You don't have to be any pictures of you anywhere. Your boss doesn't know. You don't know. Your family doesn't know. Nobody knows. It's just a storefront. It's a branded page, right? Nobody is going to know who runs this page. You will also be running ads with this page as your brand. So take the time to build a legit looking professional brand that coincides with the niche that you've chosen. Okay, that's the definition. Let's go to the one that I created the other day. Inside of this business portfolio, I created a page called Health for All. This is my health niche page, right? Let's see what it actually looks like. Can I see an example? So this is what it looks like, okay? Oh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what it asked me. Yeah, no. Can you go away? Okay. Welcome to your page. Okay. So as you can see, it even gives you some tips, like the page health is good. Why is it good? Because I'm going through this. I'm adding things, action button. I'm posting on here, very professional, like a nice photo of like, hey, you know, nothing's more important than your health. You know, in a world that, you know, big pharma, whatever. A lot of these I use ChatGPT to write the post, okay, and come up with images. I search those free images. You see, I have a nice banner here. This is stuff you can just get on Canva. I put Health for All. I have like an AI image. This is the face of my health business. This is Dr. Sarah. I gave her a name, okay, but I made her with AI. You can do the same thing. You can see I've even already got followers. And we'll talk more about creating a like campaign for your page. The first ads you should run should not be trying to make sales. The first ads you should run should be cooking and baking and warming up your Facebook page to look legitimate, to feel legitimate, to follow the rules, to get some engagement on there, get people liking it, get people looking, following, looking at your post, and you know, going back and forth with all this stuff on here. That's it. That's what you want to do. Okay. Here it says promote website. Not ready for that yet. I want to keep on doing this and doing it the right way. Okay. I can add photos in here. I can do so many things. Okay. But we're thinking long term. A lot of affiliate marketers want to get out of the ground, get out of the starting gate, start making some money immediately. And that's why we're taking the time to talk about this defensive strategy, because when you do that, you'll hear the horror stories. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, I got banned. Oh, you know, they sent me a notice, said shut down your business, blah, 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 all this stupid stuff. You'll hear these horror stories, and really it's their fault. They went too fast. I'm one of those people. I can raise my hand and say, I started making money. I was doing ads years ago. I was doing affiliate stuff. And I got greedy, right? I tried to like keep spending, and they shut me down. They saw all this spammy behavior, and they don't want that stuff. They want organic growth, engaging with an audience. It doesn't have to be you. You can see no one knows that I run this page except for you guys. I'm not anywhere on here. I have a whole, well, I could probably get rid of this photo, right? That was an accident. I don't know what happened there. Let's see how I get rid of that. Delete photo. There you go. I think I was testing things and accidentally put like one of my own photos on there, but you can see gone. That's it. I deleted it. It was an accident. No one knows I run this page. Now I'm definitely not on here. But the point is, we want to warm this up. This is the storefront. Very important, right? To make your storefront look nice and neat and beautiful. I come in here once a day, post something nice and genuine about the health industry, something that I might read about. I do research, you know, or I might just have ChatGPT write something for my audience to be very engaged with it. And I just want to do this legit the right way. That's the way you should be doing it for the first 2 weeks, warming things up, especially if you're brand new profile. Well, not really new profile, right? Hopefully you don't have a new profile. But if you're just starting, you get your husband, you get your wife to help you with the business, start getting people in, get another profile if you need to. And we're just doing this. We're just building out the page and being very respectful to Facebook, or they'll slap us around and they'll let us know they don't like us, okay? Next, we have ad accounts down below the page. Ad accounts is another thing where you can have multiple ad accounts, okay, running multiple things. Let's get to the definition, and then I'll show what the ad accounts look like. So here we go. Ad accounts, just like being able to have multiple pages under the business portfolio, you can also have multiple ad accounts. Each ad account can be running different ads, not runnings, can be running different ads for different pages at the same time. Each ad account collects data on the ads that they're running via the Facebook pixel, which we'll get into next. If your ad account gets banned, it's a good idea to have backups. Try not using the same credit card across multiple ad accounts. Go with a virtual card if you need to, okay? Or you can just put your credit card in at the business level, the business portfolio level in the settings. That way you use the same credit card across all of your ad accounts, and that's okay. Try not to have 2 million ad accounts because, again, it looks like spammy behavior. It's okay to have 2, maybe 3 in the beginning as backups, in case an ad account gets flagged, banned, whatever, right? You have another one to go to. So let's go to what these ad accounts look like. If I go to settings, everything's going to be in settings, by the way, guys. Make sure you go to settings, and you'll see all this stuff. If I go to ad accounts, you can see for now I only have one. I should probably add another one. Oh, it says disabled. What's going on here? There you go. This ad account and its ads and some of its advertising assets are disabled. You can't use it to run ads. I just found this out this morning. Do you see what I'm talking about? They don't play around. Right away, it's already starting to flag me. This is why we go so slow. Okay? We couldn't confirm your account, so it's been disabled. We couldn't confirm your account. Okay. If you think it's a mistake, and request a review. So it sounds more like a confirmation thing. Okay? I should be able to contact support. Do a review, ask them for a review. No, this is my account, everything's okay. And if you ever run into this, get with our staff, post in the community, get with somebody from the staff. Usually this seems like a simple one. It doesn't seem like I did anything wrong. They said they couldn't confirm my account. So it's just something very vague of like, do you actually own this? Is this like a real thing? Probably because I have the multiple profiles and they just saw something. This is not people, by the way. They have algorithms in place that try to track different things. The smallest mistake leads to the dumbest thing. And that's why we're going very, very slow here. So I'll write a appeal, and I'm sure I'll get it back. They just need some kind of confirmation and to know that I'm not a bot or like a spammer or anything like that. Okay, most of the time it'll be fine. So that's that. I'm sure I'll get that back. If not, I'll make a new one and go very slowly, right? Very, now that I know they're watching. Okay. Last but not least, we have the pixel. Okay. Pixel, for me, is like the most important. And I know it's on the bottom of this hierarchy, but pixels are extremely valuable. Why? When you are running ads, pixels collect data on your traffic. People that visit your page, people that click on your ads, people that become sales, very important, etc. Right? What that means is that there's never a single dollar in your account that's spent and is going to waste. Ads are a data game. If you want to think long term, the smarter your pixel gets, the easier and more profitable your ads become. That's what's happening all the way underneath it. That's what's happening is your pixel is collecting data. Let's go to the business manager. Go back to settings. And yeah, I know. I'm going to take care of that. You can see your business needs more data and whatnot there. But where'd it go? All tools, I think. It's in... I'm trying to think about where it is. I think it's data something. Data. Let's go to business settings. They move things around all the time, so it's like hard to, okay, data sources, it's data sets. Okay, you can see in data sets, I have one pixel here. I should probably add another one, right? As a backup, because even pixels can get banned. Okay, so I have one so far, and I should probably add one more, along with adding a new ad account after I take care of this one so it doesn't look too spammy. Okay, as a backup in case anything like this happens, right? So I have two people in here. You'll learn more about this, but if you go to people, this is how you add people. I have two active people. I should probably add one more. Maybe contact a friend, family member, or create a new profile and start warming it up slowly but surely. All natural, normal behavior. Do not do anything new on your Facebook profile, in your business manager, in any of these parts. Don't do anything new on any of these things that are like right out of the gate doing something crazy. Look like a legit person doing legit things. Okay, you can see I did everything I possibly could, and I still got some kind of a slap here for the ad account. So no worries, no panic. It is going to happen. This is why we do these things. Okay, we want to have like a 90% certainty that we wake up in the morning, our ads are still running, and we're profitable and we're happy. Okay, never will there ever be a 100% certainty. Never. There's death, there's taxes, and there's Facebook bans. Those are the three certainties in life. If you're running ads on Facebook, it will happen. You can talk to multiple millionaire people who run crazy ads all day, every day. Oh yeah, we got disabled, we got banned, happens to everyone. Don't take it personal. Don't freak out. Go through the steps. Ask our team for help. Post in the community. Ask anyone else. Have they seen this? What kind of advice could they offer on an appeal? How to get it back? How to make sure that you're in compliance. Usually, one of the main things with these appeals is being very polite. Know that Facebook does not need us. We need Facebook. So in any of your appeals, if you're like, why did you ban me? You're so stupid. You're not going to get your account back. Okay? You're not. They're going to say, oh, well, goodbye. But instead, if you're very polite, okay, and if you need help, again, let us know. But if you're very polite, hey, please, I see you couldn't verify my account, it seems. Please let me know what to do. I want to always make sure I'm following policy. I want to be, on your good side and make sure that we have a friendly relationship. Let me know what to do to clean this up. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Something like that usually goes a very long way. They get back to you, send you a message, hey, this is what we need. No problem. And they take care of it, and you're right back on board. Once I take care of it and they see everything's legit, I'll add a new ad account in here for safety reasons, right? We always want to be safe. So I'll have a second one just in case anything like this happens once I'm already making money. That's bad. You don't want to be making money and you have no backup. You have to stop everything you're doing to try to fight Facebook, okay? So that's why we put these things in place. This is a very, very important lesson. I hope you guys go through it multiple times and really get it down and work on this over time. There'll be more lessons about what this stuff means, what it does, what it looks like, how to open it, how to do it, okay? And then some stuff about profiles and how to create new profiles and how to keep your profile safe. So this is one of the elements that is the reason that people don't scale up to multiple thousands of dollars a day, is because of this. And you just saw it. Okay, I'm glad that happened because you saw an actual example. That's a brand new account, brand new profile, brand new page, brand new everything. And you can see Facebook has more scrutiny on new stuff. So if you're new to this, as I am, I'm brand new. I started all over, new profile, new everything. Remember, my old account was banned. I want to do this from scratch so you guys can see a lot of this stuff live, right? You can see it in action at the time of this recording. And as I build up a whole new page and new everything to hundreds, thousands, and all that stuff, bringing in income. But you'll see right then and there the problems that you could and will have, okay? So we don't panic. We just take our time. We do this very slowly. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here. And in this video, you want to go to business.facebook.com. Okay? Do not just start a Facebook, page and try to run ads from your page and everything. You're putting yourself in an enormous risk. Okay? When you open a business manager account, you can see it says it right here at the top, business manager, and that can only be done at business.facebook.com. When you do that, you're able to run multiple ad accounts at the same time. You're able to invite multiple people. So if I go to people right here, right? If you didn't see what I did, I just hit settings. Obviously, you'll have to create an account. I've already done that, so that's why you see me kind of skip ahead. But if you don't know how to create accounts for things, I mean, I don't know why you're here. I mean, it's just to being rude, but being honest. It's like, it's very straightforward. You go to business.facebook.com. They'll walk you through it. Okay, create an account. And when you come in here, you can see the word people on the side. This is in settings. You will be able to add people. I cannot add people because I'm restricted from advertising completely. I cannot run ads at all, so I can't show you this part. But the button looks the same. It says people, under people, and you want to invite as many people that you trust as possible. Why? In case your business, in case your Facebook account, Facebook profile gets banned, struck down, restricted like mine did, right? I can't do anything. This whole business account is destroyed because I made the mistake of running my entire Facebook business account by myself, and I had no other support, right? So if you have a spouse, if you have grown-up kids, if you have, a sister, brother, a trusted friend, your best friend in the world, invite them to this. Invite as many people on here as possible. Whether or not they're going to run the business or not, it doesn't matter, okay? You just need as many people on here as possible, just for safety reasons, right? If you get banned, someone else gets banned, someone else, you need your password back, you need this, you need that. You have enough people in here. Now, I say as many people as possible, but obviously you don't have to go overboard. You don't need like 50 people in here. But, if you have like 2 or 3, great. Then you have backups, right? Because that means you can just log into their account and still run the business through their account, okay? So just some people's, your close circle that you trust, that you want to invite them on here, and you can still run the business through here. But this is the difference. This is a business manager account, not your typical regular Facebook ad account. You don't want that, okay? You want the business manager because then you can run, as you can see here in the drop down, multiple business ad management accounts, multiple ad accounts, multiple pages, multiple everything. Okay, you can run so many things back here. It's ridiculous. Okay, you have so much more control, so much more power. So make sure business.facebook.com. I'll see you in the next lesson. Hey, Infamous Joel here, and in this lesson, you're going to just very quickly and easily set up your Facebook page. I'm going to go to mine that's already done right here. Now, one cool thing you can do, this is a Facebook page, or this is not the Facebook page, this is the back office of it. But one thing you can do here is if you have an Instagram account already that you're doing business through, that you're creating content and you're attracting people, you're getting followers, you're getting engagement, maybe you're doing reels, you can actually connect your Instagram account to your Facebook page, to your Facebook business page. That way they are both collecting data for you and your business, and that's only going to make things easier. Okay, it's beyond the scope of this training. We're not really focused on Instagram, but hey, if you just so happen to be doing it, great. Okay, we're gonna go to manage Facebook page, and you can see it'll take you to this screen here, where you can do a lot of editing and make stuff your own and blah blah blah. You know, you can do your hobbies, avatar. The main thing I want you to focus on is just your profile picture here. Sorry, your page picture. This could be your company logo, but I always say the best thing to do is yourself, right? Personal branding is always going to beat logo stuff and like faceless stuff. Next thing is you want to edit your cover photo. You want to upload a nice photo up here. You know, this is called a banner. You can have somebody do this for you on Fiverr for $5 or so, or you can go make your own on Canva. I made my own. It's absolutely terrible. I'm not good at graphic design, but I made my own. So just to show you, it can be done. There's a lot of like, if you've never gone to Canva before, I'm sure everyone's used it to some degree, canva.com. It's a free service, and you can just make look, social media. We'll go to Facebook cover right here. So you can make a Facebook cover. They give you all these templates and stuff like that. You can put your picture there, etc. Okay. There's a million and one tutorials and walkthroughs on like how to do that. So I'm not going to go through that right now. How to use Canva to make your graphics and stuff. Or if you just want to save time, just pay somebody like $5 to do it. Okay. That being said, that's pretty much it. Set this up. Take the time to go through these steps. Okay, and set up your page. One of the main things is just to start adding a few posts. Take some of the posts you already have from your Facebook if you've already been doing business on your Facebook or anything like that, and put them over here just so it looks like it's populated, so it looks like it's a legitimate business that's been open for business for a little while, right? If you don't, just go ahead and like post whatever, post memes, post like pictures of your vacation. It doesn't need to be a ton, like 5 posts is fine, just to make it look like it's not like a deserted wasteland. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Go through these steps. One of the things here, bio, make it like a short sentence on like what you do. Okay, if you don't have a website yet, don't worry, don't put your website. You don't need one right now. And that's pretty much that. Okay, just make sure your Facebook page is set up and linked to your business manager account, because this is where you're going to be doing all of your advertising. This is where we're going to pull people to. Okay, this is where we're going to get all our leads. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Okay, guys, here we are in the back office, and I just want to let you know that this is where all the magic should always be done, inside of business.facebook.com. You should never do anything inside of just your normal facebook.com whatever. You should always be in business. If it has to do with your business, it's business.facebook.com. This is where you want to be. Now, you want to first make sure that the top left here, that the right business manager, or as it's called now, business portfolio, is selected, that you're in the right one. Because as you can see, I have one here, the infamous Joel, and I have the ClickBank manager #1 here. So wherever you are, you're inside the right one. Typically, they want you to choose a page. Like, doesn't really matter, but I'm choosing the page that I'm running my health niche through. So how do you create an ads manager now? How do you create an ad account? Not ads manager, sorry. Ad account. There's so many words that overlap, right? You probably feel the same way. I get confused sometimes too, okay? But we're going to go to settings, and we're just going to go to inside of our business settings, okay? We're inside of the right business right here. Always want to make sure that. We're just going to scroll down to where it says add account, which is right here. We're going to go to add accounts. And I'll show you how simple this is. As you can see, I have 2. One is called Health for All Backup. One is just called Health for All. I always recommend you have two of everything whenever possible. I don't like that I have one person who's on the backup for Health for All. I'll have to fix that. But all you're going to do is click right here at the top right side on the blue, that blue button there. Hopefully it's blue on your screen. But it'll just say add. And you have different options here. You can create a new ad account, which you should do. If you have an existing ad account inside of another portfolio or something, you can basically get permission in here. Because remember, we have this business portfolio selected, so you can share ad accounts between multiple portfolios. I know it's a lot of stuff to remember. Just bear with me here. You don't need to do this right now. You don't need to worry about it. Request to share ad account is in case you're running an agency or you're a friend of a friend and you want to do that. But you're just going to click create new ad account here. You're going to give the ad account a name. Understand that this ad account name here, the public doesn't see this. So you can literally name it whatever you want. Like I can name mine ClickBank Health Ad Account number 1, right? And I can create number 2, number 3, number 4. You can create as many as you want, okay? Next, it's going to ask you which time zone. This is very important, especially for attribution tools like ClickMagick. You want to make sure that you're in the right time zone as you're reporting, and that whatever attribution tool you end up picking later, as you scale, it's going to be more important. You want to make sure the time zone is always correct, and it's always in your time zone. Now, if you travel a lot and you're in different places, that's fine. Just choose like your main time zone. Then when you're at home, maybe you live on the West Coast, then just choose that time zone. It's not a big deal, but it is at the same time, okay? You just want it to match. That's all. You just want it to always be consistent. Anywhere where your time zone is off, we'll throw everything off. And that's it for this. Just go through the steps. You'll confirm, you'll hit done, and you'll have an ad account set up. Very simple. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and in this video, very simply and very quickly, you're going to create a pixel. You only need one in the beginning, but you know what I always say? I like to have two of everything just in case, okay? So if you have the time, create a quick, second pixel, a backup pixel. But everything's going to be in the business manager, and we're in the business manager again, okay? So always, as usual, at the top left, make sure you're in the correct business manager, or what they now call business portfolio. Just know that whenever I say business manager, I mean business portfolio, because it's been called the business manager for years, and just recently they changed it to business portfolio. But we select the right one, we make sure we're in the right one, and we're just going to go to settings down here, always in your business settings, and you're going to go to a screen that looks like this with all your settings, okay? And you'll scroll down to this one where it says data sources. You'll open it up and you'll see it says pixels. Now, they left this here because they knew people were going to get confused, and I sure did. So they were right. They've moved the pixels now to another place called data sets, okay? So we'll view data sets, okay? And it'll load up here. And boom, we can see our pixels now. So I of course, I eat my own spinach, or whatever the saying is. I take my own advice, and I have backup pixel here just in case. So I have Health for All Joel, Health for All backup pixel just in case. But just like in the last video, it's very easy to make a pixel. Here we go. We're going to add. We're going to call the pixel whatever the hell we want. You can see I called mine Health for All Joel. You can call yours ClickBank. I like to just remember what it is. ClickBank Health Niche Pixel 1 or something like that. Just because later on you might find that, hey, I want to promote something in weight loss, or I want to promote something in relationships or dating or a manifestation, or all kinds of crazy niches. You want to just remember which pixel is which, so you know which one to use, okay? A pixel is nothing more than a place to get data on the people interacting with your ads, okay? That's all it is. So that's why we want to have a different pixel for every different niche or vertical that we are promoting in, okay? If the audience is very similar, it's very worth it to have a pixel that, hey, I have a pixel that already has information on those types of people. So you can just reuse the same pixels over and over. And as before, you just hit add, and it'll walk you through the steps, and boom, you have a pixel, okay? Very easy. You only need one in the beginning, but I always like to have a backup just in case, because even pixels can get restricted and banned and whatnot. So we want to have a backup just in case, ready to go, you know, all that good stuff. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to add your domain to your business manager, but also how to verify it, because verifying your domain is one of those steps that if you do it and you do it right, it will just be that much more trust that you're building with Facebook, and you're less likely to get banned and flagged and all that stuff. So we take these steps very seriously, okay? All right. Obviously, you already know what to do. You're going to go to your business settings. Make sure that the right business is selected. Business settings. Let's walk through this here. And you're going to scroll down until you see, I think it's brand safety, where you'll see domains here on the left side. And you will see I have added one domain, but since you are new, you won't have any domains here. You're just going to click add. You're going to create a new domain. And obviously, you're not creating a domain technically here. You're just adding your domain that you do have from Namecheap, GoDaddy, wherever you bought your domain. You're going to add it here. You're going to put blah, blah, blah. Let me just make something up here. I have a lot of domains, so let me just think. Okay, how about this one? I don't think this one's on here yet. So I'm just going to walk you through this. Oh, sorry, you don't have to add the HTTPS or whatever. I don't think. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's already been verified. Okay, I guess I don't have that domain. How about this one? Let's see if this one will work. Okay. All right, so then you'll see a screen like this. So your domain will be added. However, you're going to see this red notification here. It says not verified. So basically, Facebook just wants to know that this domain is actually real, and they have no other way of knowing that other than you go through these steps. And it seems very techy and very weird and very like, oh my God, how do I do this stuff? Adding a tag and heading and this and that. It's really, really, really easy. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. I promise you. All you're going to do is you're going to take this line of code right here on the first step. It says step 1, take this line of code. So we're going to take it. You can either highlight it or you can just click it. You see it copies it as soon as I click it. You're going to go over to your landing page builder. In this case, I'm using System.io. You're probably using System.io too. You're going to click on the funnel or the landing page that you have here. If you don't have one yet, then save this step for later. Come back to this video. But you're just going to go to the landing page. You're going to hit edit page so we can move things around. But all we really need to do is click all the way up here at the top left, hit on settings, okay? And we're going to scroll down to where it says edit header code down here. And right now I have a crap ton of code in here. Ignore this. Yours is going to be empty. But you're just going to take it. You're going to copy and paste it right there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and delete it because I don't need that. But you're going to paste it in there and you're going to hit save. I'm going to discard changes. Then you're going to hit save again. This top blue button up here at the top right. Hit save again. Leave. I don't want to save any changes. And that'll be it. Once you go back to your business manager and you go back to this page where it says not verified, you're just going to click this green button here. It says verify domain. And you'll see that it loads. It'll say, okay, verifying. Boom. It's verified. If it doesn't work the first time, wait like 15, 20 minutes or so and try it again. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to just catch up and populate throughout the internet and do all those fancy things. So don't panic if it doesn't work the first time you try it. Give it a little bit, 15, 20 minutes or so, and try it again. It'll be fine. Once it's verified, it's just that. It's just verified, and Facebook trusts you that much more because now Facebook is saying, okay, you have a domain that's not just make-believe and you didn't just come to us and make up some stuff. You have an actual domain. So you're looking more and more like a legitimate business, and that's always good in the eyes of Facebook, and it's always good in your relationship moving forward so you don't get banned, okay? I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. All right, infamous Joel here, and in this video, we're going to go over how to start running page likes. or a page like campaign. Why do we do this? Now, this is only for you if you go to your ads manager, click there, make sure the right ad account is selected. I'm going to choose the right ad account. And if you go to this sidebar once more and you go to billing and payments, again, go up to the ad account, appear accounts, pick the right ad account. Takes a while to get to it. But this is only for you if this number right here, daily spending limit set by Meta, is only at $50 and you basically have a pretty new account. Okay, those two things. Pay attention. You have basically a brand new account, new business manager, new page, new ad account, new something, new profile even. Like things that you're doing right now are new. Okay, you've never done this before. Then chances are you're going to have to go through like a warming up process. So as you can see, mine is now at 250. That's because I verified my business, verified my domain, started running some page like ads, basically the process that I'm going to be showing you here. So now this is a sign that Facebook trusts me and I can go ahead and start running some conversion ads. Conversion ads are the actual ads that we run that are going to make us money, okay? But in the beginning, if you need to start warming up your account and start to build that trust, you're going to have to run two different types of campaigns. One, in this video, being the page like campaign. Very easy to set up. Walk with me here step by step. First and foremost, you're inside of the ads manager again. Okay, ads manager, find it. And then you're going to make sure that the right ad account is selected, the one you're going to be running ads from. Mine is Health for All. We're going to click create and we're going to create our first campaign. You ready to rock and roll? Here we go. All right. So there's a few ways you can go about this. You can do awareness, but I like doing engagement because you can specifically say, I want likes on my page. Okay, so we're going to pick engagement as the campaign objective. Never do automatic. Well, actually, I won't say never do automatic. There's one time that you do automatic, but most of the time you're going to pick manual setup. Okay, continue. Now, as far as the campaign's name, you can call this whatever you want, but I will tell you this, at scale, the more ads that you have, you want to remember which one is which, right? So I would name it something like page likes, okay? Have this little indentation thing here. Page likes, maybe the name of the page. Because remember, you might have many, many, many pages that you're running ads for at the same time. You might have different products. You might have a lot of things going on. So you just want this as kind of notating what you're doing here. I'll put page likes as the campaign name. The name of the page is Health for All. And I'm going to put the date, okay? And the date today is 4/17/24, okay? So today's date, just so I remember when I started running it, etc., etc., okay? And that's it. I'll click next. We don't need to change anything else on that first page. Next is your ad set name. This is, you're only going to have one ad set anyway. So page likes or something like that. It doesn't have to be complicated. The only time that you need to come up with creative names is when you have multiple ad sets inside of the campaign. Look at this side screen here and you can see how it's kind of like those Russian dolls. One thing fits into the next. The campaign is the main level. Then you have ad sets, right? You can have as many as you want. And then each ad set houses its own set of ads, right? Number of ads, which we didn't get to yet. Okay, but we're here on the ad set. And I'm just going to name it page likes because there's only going to be one ad set anyway. The conversion location, you're telling Facebook where the location of this like is going to be. And I'm going to put Facebook page, okay? Facebook page is where we want the likes, okay? There's another type of ad where we do on the ad, but we'll do likes on the page here. You're going to select the page. I'm going to pick the one that I want to run ads to. Now here for your daily budget, it really doesn't matter, but the more you spend, obviously the more likes you'll get and the more you can speed up this process. I do want to say this though. When it comes to your daily limit, that is set by Meta. Remember, we're trying to boost that number up. I've noticed that they will raise that number sooner if you're spending up and until that number. So say you're say you're at $50 a day, right? Is your spending limit. I might make my page like campaign $15. Okay? Reason for that is there's several other ads that I'll have running that start to push that 50 number up. I might have 3 other ads, okay, besides this one, and I'll show you in the next training what other ads I'm talking about, that are spending $10 a day. So that's a total of $45. I'm spending $45 a day in total on my ads. You can go up to 50 if you feel like you really want to push it, because that's going to send the signal to Facebook saying, look, I'm spending money. I'm spending near my daily limit. And what Facebook is looking for in the beginning is that the credit card that you use that's on file, that you're actually paying your bill on time, that there's no problems with paying the bill. Okay. So as long as everything's timely, everything's good, you'll see that number start to rise, even if you haven't verified your business and all that good stuff. Okay. Everything else. Okay. I'm going to leave the start date today. Some people swear by, starting it tomorrow at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Just so it starts spending the entire amount for one full day. That's fine. You can do that. For me, I don't really care, because in this campaign, I'm just spending. I don't really care about things like that. For locations, I'll just put United States. Advantage audience, you can just leave it wide open, leave it automatic, leave the placements automatic, everything automatic. You're leaving this wide open. There's no targeting. There's no nothing. Just let it go. Basically, Facebook is just going to try to get as many likes for you as possible, as cheap as possible. Next, I click next there. You can call the ad something, page like ad. Okay, again, this is only really important if you have multiple ads in the same ad set, right? You want to tell which one is which. Now, normally, multi-advertiser ads recommended. Normally, you would always check this off, because it's just a stupid thing that Facebook does to just get you to spend more money, and it doesn't get you any results at all. But as of right now, we're only trying to get page likes anyway. So the more open that we can be, the more people we can get to click, the better. We don't really care who's clicking and what's happening. We don't care. Okay? Don't try to be like fancy and try to, I'm going to run ads that like make $1 million. This is a page like campaign. It's not going to do much. As far as ad creative, like we can pick something here. Let's see. Select the page of the ad set level for campaigns. Use the engagement as effort. It must be a page to represent your business. Da, da, da. I'm pretty sure I did that already. I don't know why it's saying that I didn't. Yeah, I picked the page. Facebook, right? Facebook says weird things. Okay. As far as the ad itself, like for media, you can pick the same logo that you use for your page. For text, like you can just do like a short 1 or 2 sentences on what your page is about. We are Health for All, and we're dedicated to making sure that we lead a healthy generation, or something. Whatever it is. Just some stupid quote or motto, slogan, for your page, whatever you want there. Tracking, we don't need to set up tracking. And then once we're done, we just hit publish. I'm not going to publish this, but you just hit publish. Wait a few minutes, up to an hour or so, for the review process, and then it's running. You'll usually get an email say your ad was approved, and then it'll be running. If you set an end date, it'll just stop running on that date. The end date's right here at the ad set level here. You can check this. So you can have it running for like a week, 7 days, or something like that. Typically, I would recommend at least 7 days, at least, okay, and then come back and see if that daily limit has risen. If not, I just leave this unchecked and check back later, like next week or something. Just leave it on. Just peace of mind. Don't worry about it. It's getting likes. It's doing what it needs to do. Okay? This is not a complicated campaign that we're setting up here. We don't really need to think about this too hard. We just want it running so that we can start to warm up Facebook to us, right? Showing Facebook we're legit and we're doing things the right way. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. All right, infamous Joel here. And the next step in this little journey is you're going to create some posts on your page to make it look all nice and neat, like I did here. Found some photos, use some AI tools and stuff. Use some AI tools to even write the post, and you're going to boost the post. Okay, so I'll show you exactly how to do that. So you're going to go over to your Facebook page where you can make posts and stuff. You can edit it. You can toy with it. You can do all kinds of stuff. The first thing we want to do is make the post. Okay, so I went over here to ChatGPT. This is where we're going to get our post from. And I said to ChatGPT, I said, you are a Facebook marketing expert, and I need you to help me write 3 very engaging posts on the state of health in America today. Please make sure these posts are Facebook ad compliant. You always want to put this here at the end. Please make sure the post is Facebook ad compliant, or anything that you do. Please make sure that it's Facebook ad compliant. I always do that at the end because if I didn't do that, it would just give me a post that was not ad compliant, okay? So I said, give me 3. It gave me 3 right here, okay? Let's see. And I'll just make this a post. I'm not going to worry about having a photo or anything like that. I'll just post it, okay? It's not an event. I don't know why it's asking me that. Why are you asking me about an event? Okay. Yeah, this is just a post. I don't know why it's not an event. Schedule a post? Why? There's nothing to schedule. Apparently I already posted this. I don't remember ever doing that. But okay, I was moving really fast, so maybe I did. But okay. We'll do this one instead. We'll do post number 2. Here we go. And that's it. So I posted 1, I posted 2. I don't even see where this other post is, so I don't know what they're talking about. Yep, I don't have another post. They're just crazy. Anyway, so I just posted this. It came straight from ChatGPT. I didn't give it any crazy thoughts or like it has to be perfect or anything like that. You can see the option here came up, boost post. So we can just boost this post and we can just go through the steps here. I'm going to give you this sheet, okay, or this document, so that you can see what the goals are for the next 2 weeks-ish, something like that, to try to get that number, that billing threshold set by Meta to at least $125. Now, if you can verify your business and verify your domain, this is going to rise much quicker, okay? So it won't take 2 weeks if you can do those things, if you can. But if not, let's go to boosting this post. Everything's just going to be automatic, no special ad category. The targeting and everything, I don't really care. Leave it alone. Just do whatever. And we're going to put this at $10 a day for 4 days. Sounds good to me. Actually, that's right there in the rules. Oh, sorry, 3 days. $10 a day for 3 days for one of the posts. $5 a day for 4 days for one of the posts. So on day 1, we're going to do 3 posts that we boost, okay? So we'll make this one of the 3. I'll put 3 days here. And for me, I'm just going to do this on Facebook, nowhere else. There's my card and everything. Okay, all good. And we would just hit publish. That's it. And then after that, we're just moving on to the next post. And the idea here is on day 1, we have these 3 posts running, approved. And all we're trying to do is get that Meta billing threshold thing up to $125. So in this stage, in the first 2 weeks of your ad account and your business manager and everything, Facebook is just trying to see that you're doing things legit. You're not looking to circumvent the system. You're building a legitimate page, gaining a following, posting on there and updating your fans and all that stuff. So once you have around 2,000 fans, you're pretty much good to go. You see $125 in your billing threshold. You can actually see on mine, if we go back here, leave. I don't have 2,000 page likes or 2,000 followers, right? I was able to get my billing threshold up to $250 because I was able to verify my business and my domain and all that good stuff. So there are ways to speed up this process, okay? And those are some of the ways. But if not, the old-fashioned way is just to boost post, spend close to the $50 a day limit that they're holding you back to, and all they want to see is that your credit card is charging, you're paying on time, everything looks good, they're not receiving any complaints or chargebacks from your bank or anything suspicious activity. And naturally, in about 2 weeks, it might take longer, it might be shorter, just keep an eye on that number, okay? In about 2 weeks, you'll see that billing threshold start to rise. As long as we see it above $100, $125 is great. Then we're good to go and we can start the next phase, which is putting actual conversion ads out there and starting to make some freaking money. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and the final step in this process to try, well, I won't say the final step because there are 2 more steps after this, but the final step as far as everything we can do up front to build this trust with Facebook is we're going to go back to settings again, make sure the right business is selected up here, and you scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says, let's see here, is it business portfolio info? Let's take a look. It is. It's business portfolio info. And here you won't see all this. You'll see an option that says verify my business. Now, this lesson, this part is actually optional because I know a lot of you don't have businesses yet, meaning on paper with the government. Like if you don't have a business license, you don't have like an LLC or something like that. And side note, your LLC, your business, your whatever, maybe you're a Uber driver or something. You might have some business paperwork, maybe something, an LLC or something, right? You might. Okay. If you do, great. You can use it. You can use any business that you have in your name to verify your business here on Facebook. It does not have to be related to the niche that you chose, the products that you chose, the affiliate marketing stuff. It doesn't have to be related at all. It's just for verification purposes where Facebook is just trying to make sure and figure out that you're a legitimate business. That's it. Okay. So once you put in all the paperwork and whatnot, you'll have this green verified button down here. This little ticker should take 1 or 2 days. If not, see if you can write them and see what happened. But this goes a long way into making sure that your business does not get shut down here on Facebook because they can't verify certain things and whatever. If you don't have any business paperwork, LLC, anything like that, I wouldn't go out of my way to go, register one right now. I would just proceed to the next step for now. Start running some ads, start getting things going, start to make some profit. And then once you do, then you can go ahead and file for your LLC and everything. Come back to this step later and get verified. Because really, I don't think it's something that should stop you in your tracks and make you go off on the beaten path and do all this other stuff. Okay, it's annoying. You don't have to do it. Okay. So that being said, I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to create lookalike audiences. Now, real quick, what is a lookalike audience? First and foremost, most of you might be, if your first time running ads and whatnot, you might not know what it is. Quick disclaimer and quick overview. A lookalike audience is a very special feature of many ad platforms, not just Facebook. But what it means is that there is a setting inside of your Facebook ad account, inside of your business manager, where you can create custom audiences. Okay? Custom audiences can really be anything. It can be an audience of people that have liked your page, audience of people that have followed you on Instagram. There's so many different choices, but specifically for this training and what I mean by lookalike audiences as an affiliate marketer is that what we're going to do is we're going to ask the vendor themselves and say, hey, vendor, give me a list of your actual customers that have purchased this product. Okay. Now, legally, they cannot give you the actual names and contact information and emails and things like that. That is not, they're not able to do that, okay? You're not going to get an actual word, named list of people. Instead, what they do is they give you what's called a hash list, okay? So it's a very encoded list with a whole series of numbers and letters that Facebook understands as people. Facebook can read these numbers and letters and tie them back to the original person that purchased the product. Okay, so in a coded kind of way, we are receiving a list of the actual customers that have purchased the product. It may be thousands and thousands of people that have purchased the product. Now, what is a lookalike audience? Now, this is the special part, so pay very close attention to this. Now that we have uploaded this customer list onto our Facebook account, okay, we can then tell Facebook, okay, Facebook, Give me now a list of people on Facebook that look like these people. And it doesn't mean like facial features. I mean like close enough in age range, male or female, common interest or websites that they visited. Remember, Facebook is a learning machine. It is an algorithm, a computer. It reads all of your data and figures out your behaviors, your interests, your likes and dislikes. So when you tell Facebook to take this customer list and go find me a look-alike audience, it is factoring in all of those things and finding you an audience that's very similar to the people that have purchased this product in the past. I shouldn't have to explain to you how powerful that is as a marketer, as an affiliate, as an advertiser, because that means we're not starting from scratch. We're not starting from zero, trying to figure out who would potentially purchase this product. Instead, we're telling Facebook, here who is who has historically already purchased the product. Find more people just like them, please, okay? And Facebook does a great job at finding people just like them. So let me go back to the screen and let me walk you through this process step by step, okay? Now, you have a few options here. First and foremost, we need to get this hash customer list, right? We need to do that. So if you haven't started this process already, always important to introduce yourself to the vendor, reach out to them, talk to them, okay? You can find information on any vendor on ClickBank or any other affiliate network. If you dig enough, usually there's some kind of email contact, okay? And you really reach out to them, talk to them, get a good understanding of the product, and go back and forth. And this is one of the questions you can ask them. You can really ask them like, hey, you know, I'm really interested in selling this product. Do you have a hash list or a customer list that I can use for my advertising purposes? Remember, they want you to be successful. So it is not 99% of the time, they're not going to say no. Okay, they're going to give you the hash list. So don't be nervous. Don't be shy. Closed mouths don't get fed. And you can see that Diana here, representing this vendor, this company that I'm reaching out to, had sent me the hash list right here. Now this product is for tinnitus, tinnitus, which is like a ringing in your ears. I'm interested in the product because it's new and it's been trending and it's been doing really well with Facebook ads. So I want to ride the wave and I want to, you know, jump in and make some money with this product as well. Okay, so I'm going to download this list, okay, onto my computer. There we go. Now I'm going to show you where or what to do over on Facebook now that we have this list. Now on Facebook, remember, you always make sure you're in the correct business portfolio. I'm in the one that I use for ClickBank, okay? We're going to go to All Tools, and we're going to go to Audiences, okay? We'll click on Audiences. Okay, great. So the first step in this, now that we have the list, is we have to create a custom audience, okay? We're not going to create lookalike audience yet. We're going to create custom audience, okay? You'll see why in a minute, okay? So you have all of these different resources. As you can see, there's a lot of ways to create custom audiences, but for the purposes of this training and the purposes of making things easier for ourselves as affiliates, we already have a customer list. So let's click Customer List, click Next. And now you see it's basically telling you this is all the information we're going to collect, blah, 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 make sure it's all good, blah, blah, blah. All right, good. So next, you're going to click Next. You're going to go to a screen where it says Upload CSV or TXT file. We happen to have a TXT file from the vendor. We're going to click Upload File, and I'm going to click the list that I was given. Okay. Now, the next thing is that it's going to ask you if it's, should we add a customer value? Meaning that, you know, how much are these customers worth? How much did they pay? It's almost never like, you know, it's almost never a big deal to just put no. Like I never put yes. It's stupid. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's not important. We don't have our own business. We're affiliates. So now you're gonna click Next. You're gonna go to this page and it's gonna say what's going on here. Nothing is mapped. Well, remember, we don't have a traditional customer list. We have a hash list. Okay, so each person on this list is represented, let me pull it up, by a bunch of numbers and letters. Here's the hash list, right? We're not a computer, so we can't read this. We don't know what this is. We don't know if that's Johnny in Minnesota or what, right? So instead, when we put this into Facebook, we want to switch over from mapped over to this yellow warning sign, action needed. Basically, Facebook is telling us, hey, what is this? You know, the default setting, we don't want to put do not upload, obviously. We want to call these emails, okay? As long as we call it an email, Facebook can do the work of figuring out who this is. The email is encoded in there, trust me, believe it or not. I don't know how, but like these computers, man, it's crazy. So if we select email and we put import and create, you're going to see it's going to do its little thing and it's going to, you know, figure out what this list is all about. Cool, it uploaded it. As you can see, 21,795 people were now uploaded into your custom audience on your business manager there, okay? Which is, wow, you're not starting from zero. That is a huge, huge advantage right there. We already have a list of people that have purchased the product. Now you can see a few other options came up. We can start an ad. We can create another custom audience. But what we're going to do is we're going to create now a lookalike audience, because even though it's great that we have a list of customers that have already purchased the product, we probably don't want to run ads straight to those customers because they already bought the product, right? We're just going to annoy them at that point. But a lookalike audience is probably people that haven't bought the product yet, okay? But they're very similar to the people that have, okay? So we're going to create lookalike audiences, and you can call this whatever you want. I tend to just leave the name the same as, you know, whatever the name of the file was. That's fine. We can select a location for this audience. I almost always, by default, pick United States. Let's see here. United States and Canada is my normal go-to. There's Canada. There's United States. The vast majority of the products being sold on ClickBank go to United States and Canada. That being said, there are some smaller countries, some other countries that you can try testing and targeting. But for the purposes, again, of this training, I'm just going to go with United States and Canada. And now down here is where it asks you, what is the number of lookalike audiences you want to create? Okay. I always found it best to create 3 different lookalike audiences. Okay. 3 different ones. So select 3. And we're going to create, you can see these little bars down here. This represents different ranges of that lookalike audiences or audience that you can create. Okay. What do I mean by that? So by moving these, let's say I move this to 10, okay? This particular lookalike audiences is about 10%, in the 10% of closeness or similarities, right, to our customer list, okay? So we'll create 3 different audiences, and I'll show you how to set this up, just like this. So what this means is that we're gonna have a list of people that are 0 to 2% similar to our customer list. We'll have a second lookalike audiences that are people that are 2 to 5%. You can see these gaps, right? 2 to 5% similar to our customer list. And finally, another audience that is 5 to 10% similar to our customer list. Why do we create 3? Because we want to give ourselves some space to test here. I found that you almost never know which one of these is going to convert the best. Okay? It seems like it would be a no-brainer. Like, well, obviously the people that are most similar to the customer list are the people that are going to buy more, right? You think that, but again, we make decisions based on data. We do math, not emotions. And I found that over time, no matter how many tests I've done, even with some of my own products and some of my own lookalike audiences for my stuff, right? I found that sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes like the 5 to 10% might actually buy more, right? It's so weird. Like you never really know until you start testing which one of these is going to work best. So if you're going to run a first test for your conversion campaigns, right? Your first set of ads and testing, it's worth it to do 3 different ad sets with all 3 of these lookalike audiences. So I'll just hit create audience. Okay. And you can see next, it takes you to a page where all of these new audiences that you uploaded, the customer list, right? The lookalike, all three of the lookalike audiences that we created. Now say populating. Notice how some of the other ones say ready. It does take time for Facebook to go through your list and start to calculate and figure out who your lookalike audiences are. So it's recommended that you do this a day before you start running ads. Give the algorithm a full day to go through your list and figure out who the lookalike audiences are. And when you come back in here, you'll see that it says ready. It'll give you a date, right? And as long as it says ready, you are ready to then use that lookalike audience for your ads. And you have a much higher chance of selling now because you said, you know what? Here's somebody that looks just like a current customer for this product, okay? Very, very simple. It makes things a lot easier. So that's how you create a lookalike audience. The process is very similar on other ad platforms, okay? But this is how you do it on Facebook. So you have a lookalike audience ready to go. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.